Welcome to the round 10 review. This is my first video. Thought I would just post some Supercoach videos on my reviews around my trades and how I'm going this season. This round, I went up in the ranks compared to last round. Last round I was no good. I'll just show you the season so far since it is actually the first video. Probably a bit of context. So my round rank's been pretty much up and down, but my worst week was last week. Went up this week in round rank wise. Season rank I've been actually pretty consistent, up the top 3k. Last 3 weeks I've been inside the top 2k, almost breaking into the top 1k. So generally I've been pretty happy. I think my team's in a good place at the moment. I'll show you the trades later, but let's go through my team and what happened. So Zeeble scored 88. Not great, but like for the amount that we paid for him, he's done actually so much. Now 600k, like I'd take that. Stewart, my first weekend was Stewart. Not very happy, to be honest. Would have liked at least a ton, but his good buy is massive for what I brought him in for, and he'll be better. Dacos, 100 ton. Like I feel like he's had some poor scores recently. What's that? 125, yeah, 81, 72. So like, getting the ton's fine. Sheasel 112. Like, what a rookie pick. The fact that he's now premium, probably a buy flip. What round 14 buy he is? No, round 15. Yeah, round 15. Buy flip, just trying to get as much players playing there, much premiums. Mitchell, like how good. Both the Hawks boys here, like getting above 81 for both of them, and with Weddle getting 114, like that's just amazing, especially in a season where you have like Chesser and Constable on your bench. Roberts, people got like Sturt and Johnson as well. Pretty shocking. Sinclair didn't play, use him as a loop. I'll explain the situation here, right? So like, right before the first Saturday game, I was, the first game was just about to start, and I realized, I can use Sinclair as a loop with, someone back down here. Obviously can't loop the Hawk boys, so I had to loop Weddle and any of the premiums that didn't play yet. But no, it was Sunday, sorry, it was Sunday. And I decided, basically I had to loop either Dacos or Sinclair, and I decided to loop Sinclair over Dacos. I thought, Dacos against the Blues, big game, he'll perform. Sinclair dropped to 60, and I thought, just in case Weddle gets a monster score, I can take that over Sinclair. Sinclair drops like average for him, which considering last week was a 60, I was expecting around about an 80. And then obviously Weddle goes 114. I take that every day. Then obviously Dacos got 100. Sinclair gets 160. It's a 60-point loss, but I still back my decision. I still think it's a right idea. Like, I don't think it's I think it's the right thing to do. I still back myself with that. Midfield, Bont 112. That's alright. Like, that's a pretty good score. Oliver took his VC. I was thinking of who was I thinking of rolling the dice on? I think I was thinking about rolling the dice on. Jeez, I actually forgot who, but pretty happy with that. I just think it's it's an alright VC. It's an alright VC score. Like, you don't get up and about for it, but you take it. Dawson, not great. Like, I feel like he's got 2 90s in a row now. 90, 80, 122, and then the week before that 78. So, he's gone sub-ton throughout the last 4 weeks. That's a bit of a bummer. He was like a really good price earlier. Like, look at his price. I started him. Like almost hitting 700k. I think it was the most expensive player in the game. Keep on people from getting him. Great captain scores, but it is what it is. Laird actually played 4 quarters, 145. He's definitely going to be like, playing last, he's going to be a straight captain option if, I think I'll talk about CMV, I'll talk about VC and Cs later, but that'll be good. Green 119, like, how good. Watching the game, it was just so good. I felt like it was better than 119, especially in the last quarter, but that's the way it is. I started Laird and Oliver, which, in hindsight, is a very smart decision. Like, I'll show you my history. This is actually my first year doing Supercoach pretty seriously. I didn't do it 2021. 2022, I started in round 5. And look at my round ranks. Like, both round ranks was best round rank the whole time was 34k. Season rank, like, that's just laughable. So this season's actually my first proper season doing it, and obviously very happy about that. But yes, obviously first time actually starting this team, starting 2 700k players. It's 1.4 million on 2 players. Led dropped the 50 in round 1. Otherwise than then, he's been pretty good except when he's been taken off at third quarters. Oliver, he's been really good. I'm really happy I started him. But it's a bit hit and miss, so I'll take what I can get. Merritt, oh, how good. I brought him in last week and, he's playing that stupid role against the Lions where he's like forward and then the outside stoppages. This week goes nuts on the Tigers. As a Tigers fan, it was, a hard watch seeing him just, like, every time he touched the ball, it was just, it was just a score assist. Like, I'll have to, I want to have a look at how much score assist he got. Like, oh, yeah. Where is it? I swear that info website's like weird to navigate. I don't want to see goal assists. I want to see score assists. Anyway, got 3 goal assists. Just want to see the score assists. Yes, score involvement. Yeah, 9 score involvements. Like, that's insane. 3 of them were goals. I mean, 12 contested possessions and disposals, 39 disposals. 27 of them were kicks. 8 marks, 7 tackles, 5 clearances. Like, how good. I think it was like 70-something% efficiency. Yeah, 74% efficiency. Like, how good was he? He's definitely against the Eagles. Like, we saw Xavier Neal's tagging, so I think I would personally stay away from straight seeing him, since you probably want to straight see somebody around here in the earlier games. So I would stay clear of that. I prefer to go Laird. I prefer to go, maybe Dunkley, not Oliver. Maybe Rosie or Butters, if you got Rosie or Butters, but I'll talk about that later. Day, poor pick. I picked them up for like, I think right before he came back. So 454k. I think I looked back and I think Butters was around the same price. Obviously, Captain Hindsight, this and that. Butters would be a much better pick, but he's actually allergic to getting a ton. 97. I mean, that's just shambolic. People talking about trading him out. I'm pretty confident on just waiting till we buy flipping him, because he'll be going in the early rounds. But I'll look at in the trades. I'll look at some options if I want to trade him. Sharp. I mean, brought him in last week as a rookie. Like, he's, just let him cook. Like, his scores haven't been too bad. I had him looped with Simpson. Simpson dropped to 20, brought Sharp on. Like, 47 is no way a good rookie score, especially when I got like 101 on the bench and kind of Sinclair 160 on the bench. But over Simpson, like, I take that. Simpson, time to go. Like, people are holding him, but I still have my boost left. I still have 1 boost left, 69k in the bank as well. So, like, that's alright. His break evens 59. He could hit it against the Giants. He could get a lot of ball up there, but at Goomba Stadium or GMHBA Stadium. But yeah, I think he's been on like, as a pick, what he's made only made us like 84k. I don't know. I shouldn't have used a boost on it, but the money this week is gonna be handy. So Chester, 28. I mean, like, I don't want to try and be mean, but like, he is one of the worst players I've ever seen take onto a footy field. I mean, that's just no, honestly, that's just too harsh. But yeah, that Eagles side is decimated with injuries. Like, I tipped Hawks over Eagles because I was convinced Hawthorn was tanking, but obviously, boy, I got that wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, like, I feel sad for Eagles supporters that have to like see all his players that played in the 2018 Premiership just get injured and just whatever. But honestly, I'm kind of jealous because they get Harlan Reid and we traded our first round draft picks, and I mean, I still have I was trading for the trainer and Hop every day, but this isn't a footy show. This is Supercoach. Constable, just pray for him to come back, but he's not, is he? He's just a loop. English 118, pretty good. Take it. Like, him and Darcy are the two that's kind of been competing against each other. I think he had 2 poor weeks in a row. 88, 90. Yeah, like, not 2 poor weeks in a row, but 2 out of the last 4 weeks have been a bit poor from him. Should have been a bummer, but he's coming back in form now. Marshall, 126. I saw a lot of people straight see him after going Oliver. Like, a little bit of points gained there. Marshall, like, through the years, been alright. Would have been nice to get on that, but started him. It's been pretty good. Dunkley. Honestly, I think Dunkley is, like, probably in my opinion, like, the most underrated Supercoach player this year. Like, everybody has him. That's why he's underrated. Like, look at that, 69% of teams. Obviously, the rest of them are just like people that did it for no good reason. But like, if you look at other stuff, he's great. 3-round average 135, 5-round 123. Like, he's just when he scores like 140, 150, just people don't notice it because everybody has him, so you don't really get an advantage. You don't really gain ranks. Taranto, yeah, he's been good. Like, he was F1 for a bit in this little period here, but I think with Dimmer leaving, his role will stay the exact same. So I don't think his points will change at all. Like, he was brought in for that role. McWalter obviously was a part of the coaching staff then. So I think if his role is going to change, which I don't think it will be once McWalter is gone as interim coach. But by then, like, that's probably the future. Goulden 69, Goulden 96. People were thinking about VCing him. I thought about VCing him. I VC him on him all week. Like, back-to-back 150s, 150. Going to get 300 on the VC score. But popped out 96. People were a bit disappointed and had to straight see somebody. I just went the safe Oliver Bont, I think. But yeah. Then Rosie 140. How good? Him and his mate Butters like going nuts. Against Melbourne, like, Melbourne's a pretty good midfield. Cogs 108. Like, he was on. I don't know. Cogs in games, he's an absolute roller coaster. I wish there was a stat here which you can see, like, look at a game and see the amount of points they get per quarter. Because Weddle got like 50 points in the first and kind of was not as good, but still pretty good. But him, it's like, he's at this score at halftime. Do the math, like 125, great. But doesn't. But I think he's still been a pretty good pick. I got him when I got Tay, and like, I think he's been alright. Got him at discounted price. Ryan, honestly, love you, Samson Ryan, but it's time to go. I actually started him even though I didn't play the first round. Like, that's a sign of me, at the start of the year, not being the greatest player. But he got some really good scores for us. He got a ton there. He got 70s. Like, he's only last time he scored below 60 was in round 5. So I think been one of the best rookies this year. His break evens 71, so could hit it, but it's time to go. Humphrey, how good? I'm actually so lucky. I got Humphrey and Weddle. Like, a lot of people don't. I don't have Atkins, but I don't think I'd have to get him. A bit tight on cash. Shaman didn't field him, but it is what it is. Playing the Bulldogs, I'm not sure if he'll score well against them. But, to make a load of money, break even -54. I'll probably field him this week, even though I just said won't score that well, but that's what it is. I think I forgot to mention it when talking about, I'm gonna go on trades now, and I think the players people looking to trade out are, people talking about trading out Sinclair. I think if you don't have any rookies that are on the bubble and you think he's not going to play, then I guess you can trade him out. Myself, I got Simpson, Ryan. I don't need to trade him out. Oliver, I feel like the news about him getting injured has been like really weird. It's never. I don't think it's been like very consistent. It's just like, oh, he might play, he might not, short term, medium term. But I think he has a third bye, right? Yes, he has a third bye. So if he misses 1 week, misses 2 weeks, he's not going to be playing football for 3 weeks. So he's a miss. And then obviously 3 or more weeks if he's out for 2 weeks, I'll say it's a trade because he'll be out for 4 weeks. So I'm planning to trade him, but I'll show you my trade plans and what I'll do if he is 100% playing and is all good. Simpson, time to go. Anyway, onto the trades now. I'll just fix up the field a bit. So yeah, I'm going to go Simpson, Oliver, and Ryan out. Give me a lot of money. I'm happy with that. Then I think I've settled on. I'm pretty happy with this. Wait, I have to remember how I did this. Alright, so swing Sheasel down there, then go Sicily. With Sicily, like, I wasn't too hot on him early. Like, obviously his year average is 105, but it's got like pretty good recently. Same to give up to defenders. I'll probably VC him myself. I think he'll be a great pick. I think break him at 50, he'll make money. Yeah, break him at 50, he'll make money. Only issue with him is that he has that buy that like a lot of players have. So it's kind of like him or like someone else. But I think I'll just go with him. I think his points are going to be too good for me not to go with him. I'm going to buy for players like Sheasel and Days. I think the buy will be fine. It's a problem that we can deal with when we get to it. In the midfield, I'm going to go with Sarong. 612, pretty expensive. It's not showing me. Oh, let's put him on the bench. 96 break even. I think the issue with him, not proven, hasn't had a full premium season yet. But it's kind of like him still or Brayshaw. Brayshaw's going to score more points than him. Then it's him or Steele. And then I think he's just better at premium. I think I've gone with too many players this year, which have been a bit unreliable. Zeeble, Sinclair, obviously got a good score. Day, Cogs. Like, I don't want to go with another one of those type of players because if they start just consistently getting 90s, I'm stuffed. And then for the rookie I'm bringing in, there's been a lot of talk about Ford, a lot of talk about Wardlaw, McAndrew. I'm going to personally bring in Fleeton. This is the one that's most likely to change in my opinion. I think Ford, he's just a small forward at the Roos. And, how much service is he going to get? In my opinion, not much. We saw what happened in Jury. I just want to give him another week. It's not going to hurt me at all, I don't think. Fleeton, yeah, he's got like back-to-back 45s. He's not going to make heaps of money. But I think I have to do a downgrade. I don't want to do Ford. But, Fleeton will make some money. I think he'll be fine. So I think that's going to be the trades if Oliver's out, which I think is most likely. I won't bother going through it, but pretty much, say if he's in, I'm just going to not get Sarong and just do everything else. Get Fleeton to Sicily and get rid of Ryan and Simpson. Pretty simple. There's been a lot of talk about trading out Day, and I'm thinking, what if I do trade him out? So I thought, so let's say I traded him out instead of Simpson. Simpson got the good buy. I don't think it's gonna make any more money. I think Dave's probably gonna drop money. He's a 100 break even. So people might be thinking, okay, Banker 271k. That's not gonna change. Simpson, what's he break it? 59. That might go up. It might stay the same. I don't think it will go up. I think it might go down. But I think the reason I'm gonna keep Dave on my side instead of Simpson is even though he's not scoring well for what I pay for him, he's going to score better than Simpson. And, that's the main reason why. Just have more points on field. But it's definitely a buy flip. And, yeah. But, C's and VCs, I've already talked about the VC in Sicily against Saints, bad against defence. Whatnot, playing early. Then I think I'm going to see Laird. First time I've done that in weeks. But, that's that. I think we'll look at my buys. Round 12. It's alright. If I brought in Brayshaw or Steele instead of Sicily would be worse. I can take this. Having Samson, I was thinking if Samson keeps scoring like 70s, I could use him as ruck cover this round and when English is out as well, but I can't, so too bad. Obviously round 13 will be fine. Round 14 is not great at all. This has been our buy flip day. Forward line's great. Something that can move in the midfield, whatnot. But I think, Fleeton's playing this round, which is good. But yeah, not great. Round 15, not amazing either. But I think this one, enough will change by then. I'll have probably a Forden, probably Wardlaw. Well, actually, they're not playing. Sorry. Round 14, I'll have Forden, Wardlaw. Round 15, I think, cross that bridge when we come to it. Forward line's looking shoddy here. But yeah, we'll just see what I can do. Yeah, that's the video. I'll make another one next week. Dogs are barking. I've got to sort that out anyway. See you next week. I hope you guys have a good week.